Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. This is the second video in my series on growing 100 stalks of corn in a 4-foot by 8-foot raised bed space. I will link the first video in the video description, shows you how to plant up the corn. Today I want to talk about what the next step is. The corn's about 6-8 inches tall, 15-20 centimeters tall, and now's really the time to put down the mulch and hit it again with the water-soluble fertilizer. One of the things that I've been talking about is that you can really pack corn in closely together, and in this space it's about 6 inches apart, 15 centimeters apart, and actually 88 stalks of corn came up. So that's a lot of corn. But in order for it to thrive, you just have to water it much more regularly and feed it more often. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put down the mulch to keep the moisture in the space. It's big enough now, the mulch isn't going to impact the sprouting corn. And then we're going to water it with the water-soluble fertilizer. That is step 2. Please subscribe, follow me. I'll show you the future steps on how to really raise the corn in a small space, but so far, so good. Here's the space that I'm growing in. Again, 4 feet by 8 feet. 88 stalks of corn came up out of 100, spaced about 6 inches apart. These were planted on May 30th. Today is June 11th. This is only 12 days later. Corn grows really quickly when the temperatures are right. It loves the warmth. They need lots of water, lots of food, everything I just talked about. That first video will explain how to plant this and set it all up. But now the corn is at least 6 inches tall, 15 centimeters, perfect time to put the mulch down. You don't want to put down mulch when the seeds are germinating because it can impede the germination and growth of the plant. But now they're good to go. So what I'm going to do is weed it out, and then I'm just going to put down grass clippings. The reason that we want to mulch is to keep the moisture in the plant. All plants move nutrients through the root system with water. If the moisture isn't there, the plant doesn't necessarily die off, it just doesn't thrive. So you want to keep moisture in the soil. Mulch is a great way to do that. I'm going to use fresh grass clippings that I'm going to go cut right now. That breaks down, feeds microbes, feeds worms, feeds back to the plants eventually. It's just a great way to mulch. Use your grass clippings, you'll really appreciate that. Now, 88 stalks of corn coming up. I'm not going to replant where there's gaps. I'm just going to leave them there. So let me weed this out, let me weed it out, and then I'll put the clippings down. And it's just a basic step, but now's the time you want to do that. Mulching is pretty straightforward. A couple things you want to keep in mind. If you're using fresh grass clippings like I am today, if you leave a pile of grass in a bag, it heats up really hot. So you only want to put down, at most, with any mulch really, but with grass especially, 1 to 2 inches, 2.5 to 5 centimeters. You don't want to pile it up too high, or the core can actually heat up, and if it's up against the corn or your plant, it could cause damage. So you're putting down at most 2 inches. I'll show you how to put it down in a second. You want it to be really loose, really fluffy. You want it to dry, turn brown. When this all turns completely brown, shrinks closer to the ground, we can put in another layer at a future date. But don't overdo it with the initial green grass clippings or your mulch really. And again, we're letting the corn grow a good 6 inches, 15 centimeters before we put it down. There's 2 varieties of corn in here. They're at different sizes. So that's just, eyeballing it. That's, about what I'm putting down. So fresh clippings, and I'm just sprinkling it down just like that. So it's nice and loose, and I will go through and do the whole space. That's going to keep moisture in the ground. It's going to allow for better uptake of the nutrients. Once this is done, I'll show you how to replant corn that has not, come up, and also how to put in some green beans. That's always fun to do. You want to put them in after the corn's been growing for a while because the beans can grow faster. So basic setup, it's looking great. 88 stalks in here out of 100 came up. I don't think I'm going to put in any more corn in the gaps where it didn't show, but I'll show you how to replant it just in case you didn't have as many come up. For replanting, wherever a plant is missing, one goes right there, one goes right there, you're just going to move obviously the mulch away. So in this space, put the mulch down, and then I'm just going to clear out space like that. Corn seed would go right there, and I would push it in. So I've already set this up. I want the beans to be on the outer portion of my rectangle, wherever you want to put it, so that they're at least getting full sun hitting most of the leaves, and these beans will grow right into the corn. So I'm going to push these down about 1 inch deep, 2.5 centimeters, cover it over. They're good to go. Corn I like to put down 1 to 2 inches so that it just establishes nice roots and anchor roots. Do not cover it. You're just going to leave them open until the seeds germinate and the plants get large enough. And then coming over here, I would just drop the seed down just like that, 1 to 2 inches deep, cover it over, and that's how I would refill any, spaces that didn't produce corn, or I would drop in the beans along there. I'm not going to put in the squash and all that, not enough room for that, but plenty of room, at least in the 4 corners, for growing beans. You could do that certainly. All right, next step, getting down a round of water-soluble fertilizer. Let's put on the water-soluble fertilizer. You can use any water-soluble fertilizer you're comfortable with. Water-soluble means that the NPK, all the elements, all the nutrients are immediately available to the plant. They don't have to break down like the granular slow release or the alfalfa pellets that we used in the first video. The plant will be able to pull this directly into the root system and use it to grow, and that's what you want, water-soluble. Anyone works. I'm using AgroThrive. I'm affiliated with them. Please check out the link in the video description. It's a wonderful organic water-soluble fertilizer. So these are 2-gallon containers. Just follow whatever directions your water-soluble has. And I'm going to put down probably 3 to 4 gallons in this space, 4 foot by 8 foot space. A little more is not going to matter. And please follow me. I'll show you what I do next in the care of the corn here. Once this all turns brown, shrinks, the mulch is closer to the soil level, I'm probably going to drop down some organic, well, not organic, it's all organic. I'm going to drop down some compost or some sort of organic fertilizer like that on top, just to continually feed the surface of the soil so the plants can keep pulling in nutrients. That's the key again. Lots of water, lots of nutrients, because you're growing the corn so closely together. For the pour, I like to do it in real time so people can see what I'm doing. And it's, full sun. You can do this in the shade if you want, or early in the morning. But I just want to give you, let's actually get it in camera, just an idea of the pour that I'm putting down there. And depending on what you're doing, you may want to kind of just spray the corn after you do this, wash off any residue on there. There's no need for it to stay on the leaves. And that's just the basic feed that I'm going to do across this space at this point. Let me get a new grip here. And again, in real time, I'm just doing something like this. I know that the nutrients are there. This is almost 2 gallons in that space. And I will go ahead and do the same on the other side. And I don't like, in this case, it's sunny, I've got the fertilizer on the leaves, I'm just going to rinse that off. It's good practice to do that. Everything will be in the root system. We're good to go for this part. Thanks so much for watching. And again, I decided to just rinse off the fertilizer off the leaves. Next video, we might do some top dressing, but I'm also going to show you how to set up some supports so that the corn doesn't fall over in the wind. We get high winds here in Maryland, so a support system is always good to have so that you're not picking your corn up later. Quick rinse, everything looks good. This corn is good to go for the next several weeks. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. I sell tomato and pepper seeds, $1.75 a pack. All other seeds are only $1.50. And again, thanks so much for watching.